Welcome back to Dee's Amazing Workshop number 2. Today we will be balancing tires. Jack, come here. So first thing you're going to want to do is kind of like if you can't see around the tire, or if you have it on here already, you're going to sling your hands around the rim to make sure there's any waste, but as you can see there's one right there. So you grab this tool. This one you're going to put under. You're going to put under the weight, and then this one's going to go on top into this little latch right there. So it's going to look like this. You're going to want to grip it really tight, and you're going to want to pull down and out. So then this part comes away from the rim. So you just throw that wherever. And what you're going to want to do is take one of these, something like this, or this, or even this. So then you have this one. Alright, see this one? You gotta fit it behind it. Jerk doesn't work. Put that one back. Take this one. Alright, it fits, but it doesn't go all the way through, so it probably won't work as good. Alright, put that one over here. Take this one. Fit it through. Oh, hey, look, it fits. We did it, we did it. So you're on, take this. Put that on there. Alright. Put this, you want this part to be in this little part right there. Lift it up. Put that on there. Where did the cap go? Pause it.
I can't pause it.
You can. Alright. Obviously you want the spacer on here first. Take that spacer, put that right in there. What you're going to do is take this, sling that around there. And as you can see, it keeps on getting tighter, and tighter, and tighter. And then an easier way to do it is just hold it right there and spin the tire until it's tight. So you have that. So then basically the tire's on there, as you can see, there's no wobble on there. See, now if it wasn't tight all the way, it'd be wobbling like back and forth like that and whatnot. So you're gonna tighten that down. And then you have here the rim size. So you come here, and it should be right here. These numbers, it's R16, which I think that's rim. And then you have 16, so you come over here, turn that over to 16, and then you have the rim width. So you take this little clamps right here, so you can see it looks like clamps. Take the inside along here. You don't want it at the ridge right there. You want it right there, and right here on the inside there's the same thing. And right here on the number, it's 7.5. So what you're gonna do, turn this dial to 7.5. Bring this back up here. And then you have how far away it is from here, which I really don't get. I have no idea what this is for, but you put in the numbers anyway. So you got around 5.5. So you bring this back over here, put it at 5.5. Turn on the machine. You spin it until you hear the beep. Alright, so as you can see, you got a 7.5 and 0.75, and what you have is these arrows right here is pointing. Picture this, the inside right here is the tire, and these arrows are just pointing to what side it's on. So this outside arrows, these arrows would be on the outside of the tire or rim, because you're putting the weights on the rim. So you got a 0.75. So I need a 0.75. I got one right here. See, this is aluminum rim. So basically you can tell because the aluminum rims are really light. So you would use an aluminum weight, because if you use the steel, the aluminum and the steel, the rims, whatnot, they fuse together and they're really hard to come off. Or sometimes the aluminum weights on the steel rims, which are basically the ones that use hubcaps, they fly off. When they get up to speed, they fly off the tire. So what you're gonna do, you have the number lined up again. You use this line right here, this line, and you run it across the top. So you got 0.75. What you're going to do is basically use your legs to lock it into place. And you kind of just guesstimate really where it's at. But Tom gave me a really bad weight. To open up the weights, you use this part and it latches under it. And then it opens the weight up. As you can see, it's opening up. I wish it would open up a little bit more maybe, but if it goes down there, then we're all good. I'm going to take this. You're going to pound it in. And what I like to do is give it a few cracks. Maybe rip it off. See, this is really loose, so it's not staying on there. So Tom gave me another weight. Let's try this one. And it's probably about right here. Yeah, see, it's not ripping off. So when we have another number, also we have a 1. So you got the 1. See, as the arrows are on the inside of the tire now, it's on the left side. So you take this number. So it would basically be right here on the inside of the rim. You just basically gotta draw yourself an imaginary line. Alright, so I got the 1 right here. Take the same thing. Do the same thing. Make sure it's all lined up. Draw yourself the imaginary line that you so dearly need. And I don't think this one's gonna work. No, it's not. I gotta open this one up a little bit. Or I can use this one. Yep, it's not coming off. Okay, so what you do is turn the machine off again, turn it back on, and you're gonna sling it around again until it beeps. And then the machine reads 0.0 and everything. So then turn the machine off, pull it back, and take the tire off. But then also I'm going to show you something. Alright, so this rim actually is bent. It still holds air, but usually you want to try and pound that out, because it's going to, what you're going to feel sometimes is the wheel's going to spin and you're basically going to feel it in either your wheel or your ass. Because if this is in the rear, you feel the tires are bouncing, so you just basically go up and down. And if it's in the front, you're going to feel it when you drive, because it's going to be jerking the wheel. Kind of like how brakes are. So what you usually do is you just take a hammer. See, it's not leaking, so it's not that big of a deal, but you're going to take a hammer and just basically hit that out. But usually it doesn't really do anything, since it's not really losing air or anything. And I think Tom went to go get a hammer, so I don't know, maybe I pounded it out really fast. I guess we'll pound this out. And we got the Thor hammer. Alright, Alright, it's probably not going to get any better than that. I have a kind of a small hammer. But usually you want to be a little bit more careful on the aluminum rims because they're aluminum. Kind of like how Greg Ziba smashed into the curb and had a hole in his rim. The reason why he has a little spare tire on his car now. So basically you just pound it out. Well, that's about as good as it's going to get. It's basically, that's really it. And then we're not going to use any weight, so I'll just pull these ones out really fast. Alright. And that's how you balance tires.